guys, so basically this video is an interview that Tom Hiddleston gave at Ace Comic-Con. He talks about himself, his roles and stuff like that. And there might be a question someone asked that I filmed too. I hope you guys enjoyed. And just remember, later tonight is an exclusive premiere McFarlane video. So enjoy this one. This should be pretty good.
Thank you for being here.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
I think they're very excited.
I'm excited to be here, yeah. Thanks so much for this weekend. It's been really fun. So, yeah, thanks.
And you've been out here meeting lots of fans and signing lots of autographs. Yeah. Are you having a blast at Ace Comic-Con?
I'm having a blast at Ace Comic-Con. Been some very fun photographic ideas that people have presented.
Do tell.
Well, there have been quite a few bears dressed like this, which makes me laugh.
Did you say bears?
What else? It's suddenly drawing a blank on all the other ones.
We'll come back to it.
Okay.
You'll think about it. You'll be like, you're
There have been so
literally
many.
in the middle of an answer. You're like, oh, that one person. So, you played in a role in a little franchise called the MCU. I just want to make sure let's just get it out of the way. But for a lot of us nerds out there, and I think for you, the concept of Loki is something that's so long and something that roots back into Norse mythology. And even in the Marvel universe was really a villain. But your portrayal of Loki was a very complicated brother, frenemy, son. How did you first approach playing Loki as a role, having all of this source material to work with?
You know, first of all, can everyone hear me okay?
Woo!
I always have to check that. The longer my engagement with Loki has gone on, the deeper my astonishment that it's me. If I look back at it, it seems so unlikely that I would be playing the Norse god of mischief, who has been around in the collective unconscious, certainly in the sort of northern or western, the northern hemisphere of Western culture for over 2,000 years. And when I first engaged to play it in Kenneth Branagh's Thor, diligently I went back to the comics, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Walt Simonson, Kuiper, and then also went into the canon of the Norse myths, these extraordinary stories of how the ancient Scandinavian people made sense of the world. And there was also a script I was working off, and so I thought, well, there are key points in the script. He's a brother, he's a son, and those relationships needed to be calibrated quite delicately. But the tone of the character himself, who is he? Why is he? Was so fascinating because in the old Norse myths, as many of you will know, at the councils of the gods, Loki was never trusted. He was always somebody who one was never sure what his motivations were. He was mercurial, he was mysterious, he was enigmatic. He was highly intelligent, but could use that intelligence for nefarious means. But in spite of that, he was always deemed necessary. And that when some terrible crisis befell the gods, and Odin and Thor and Frigga and the Council of the Gods, none of them knew what to do. They'd run out of ideas. There was always a kind of a knock on the table from the far end. Loki sitting on his own, I've got an idea. and it would be bonkers. But it just might work. And that, I think, is a really interesting thing as an actor to inhabit, is that there is someone, a character, Loki, who has represented chaos. Our lives as human beings are governed by those two forces of order and chaos. We like things to be ordered, but sometimes they're chaotic, and sometimes chaos is what you need. And that's what Loki is. And it's a really exciting thing to step into that as an actor.
And I think that really yes, please clap. Absolutely. And I think it personifies the evolution of the character as well, because there's these moments in Thor Ragnarok where you're like, all right, Thor's up a creek, there's no paddles, and then in walks in Loki, whether he wants to help or not. At the perfect moment. How has it been being able to evolve from this first generation of Thor into what is ever more increasingly complex, but also, let's be real, it's taken on a life of its own. It's become one of the most beloved characters in the MCU. It's my niece's favorite. I love it to death for it. But how has that evolution, how has, for you, the character evolved?
Well, I think I've been incredibly lucky in that the depiction of the character, the writing of the character, was, for someone, supernatural, incredibly human. And there is a humanity to him that is very obvious, I think, in Kenneth Branagh's film. His vulnerability, his heartbreak, all that pain, but also then this other factor of his kind of gifts, some of which were taught to him by his mother, that he is a sorcerer, and it actually in the Dark World as well as in Ragnarok is Loki is called upon to help Thor because he's the only one who can. In spite of this ancient rift between them, because of their childhood enmity. So in terms, it's a narrative gift for an actor to have all of that, fantastic, accessible emotion, and this idea that he's the only one with certain sets of keys to the universe. He's the only person who can open those doors. It's been a ride, and I'm just enormously grateful. I feel so lucky that I got to do this. I really do.
So I gotta ask, because there are people dying to know.
Are you alive?
This is not the end for Loki. There is going to be a live action series on Disney Plus. How excited are you about this? Because obviously everyone is excited about it.
I think I posted something about this. It is very exciting. I cannot say much about it, I'm afraid.
I tried.
Time will tell.
Try again.
We'll all be waiting. But as prolific as Loki has been, you also are a stage actor. You are an actor who has, as many times as your hairstyle has changed, as many roles as you have. And there should be a Tumblr dedicated to your hairstyles. But there is a Twitter, clearly. I didn't even know. How has it been in balancing all of this in such a large role, but also taking on the fact that you are a very accomplished actor. You have a stage. Yes, you can clap. Totally.
Who was that guy?
You know, you also, particularly for me, played some very meaningful roles for folks. Like you played Hank Williams, which cannot be easy, right? Because you were not from the United States. I don't know if you guys know, he's not from the United States.
By the way, I'm not from Asgard either.
You mean it's not a real place?
It is, but I'm not from there.
Okay, great. You're gonna break a lot of people's hearts.
It isn't anymore.
Yeah.
But being someone who is from the South, it cannot be hard. I mean, it cannot be easy to go into something that historically is just not what you grew up with. It is the Deep South, particularly in the Hank Williams biopic. It's the Deep South. And you really personified it. You even did your own singing in this movie.
Yes, I did.
How does one even step into one, getting an Alabama accent, but two, really preparing yourself for that kind of role, or any kind of role when you're really stepping so far out of yourself?
Well, I always say that what I look for, no matter how far away the character seems to be from me, is points of connection. And so with Loki, for example, I think, well, he's a son. I'm a son, I understand what that is. He's playful, I have a playfulness in me. He's vulnerable, I have my own vulnerability. So you pull from yourself to some extent. And then what you don't have, you supply with imagination that's backed up by research. And that's the same approach to Hank, really, is I tried to find points of connection between me and him, and there is some distance between us. I was born in 1981 in London. He was born in 1923 in Alabama. And we had very different lives. But one thing I connected to is that he was a performer, and that he really understood the magic of the connection with a live audience. And he was incredibly, I looked at some of his old performances, and he was incredibly charismatic, incredibly spontaneous and playful. And then, of course, there was all the things I didn't know, really, I didn't have access to. And that's, for me, that was the heavy lifting. It was just researching, listening to his voice, finding lost recordings, and the way he spoke is almost gone now, I think, even in the South.
Yeah.
And some of the crew in Louisiana who were from the South now, they said that I sounded like their grandfather. It was like a sound that had died out. And it's a rhythm thing as well. I mean, he would say, go out on stage and say, this one's about as bad if you've been business. Let's go. And he had this really strong dialect.
It was almost in his soul, and I kind of get to see that, particularly I love the fact that it also stars another one of your Marvel co-stars.
Yes, yeah.
And Elizabeth also did her own singing.
She did, yeah. And we had never worked together in the Marvel universe.
Oh, that's right. You have not. You're just, in the same circles.
That's right.
You know some of the same people.
Yes.
Your friends from work.
Yeah, friends from work. No, it was a lovely challenge, and music is it's a big inspiration for me. I have such profound respect for musicians, and I thought, wow, to make a film about someone who had such an impact on contemporary culture. I mean, really, that's what we were talking about, and it struck me that Hank Williams had influenced some of the people who had gone on to change the face of the 20th century. Been an influence to Elvis Presley, been an influence to Bob Dylan, been an influence to Bruce Springsteen. I thought, wow, these are big boots. And as I was learning the songs, I started to understand the vulnerability of a songwriter, a singer-songwriter, is that you're not saying somebody else's lines. These are lines that come right from within you. So if Hank is singing "I'm so lonesome I could cry," it means he's been there and he's trying to communicate that feeling. And that there's a sort of a purity of that openness, I thought, which is I had to honor in my interpretation.
And then I love the claps. And then you moved on to basically doing espionage.
Yes.
That is a word. How do you jump from this very heartfelt, very complicated, very talented man with such an impact to basically, being spot?
It's all about the, what I find so interesting about acting is that you're investigating the masks we wear. We all wear a mask to some extent. We all present an exterior to the world. And some of those masks are very complicated, and they're defenses against exposure. They're defenses somehow. And I think charisma was one of Hank's defenses, actually. And then to go on to Jonathan Pine, it's almost like his uniform, his charm, his politeness is a defense in some way. Hiding behind the uniform of his deference and elegance as a way of hiding. He doesn't somehow want to be seen. But the events of the first episode compel him to do something very different and much more active, come out of hiding. Which I would think, is John le Carré's interest in a way in calling the novel The Night Manager. What sort of person becomes a night manager in a way? So, creatures of the night, etc. Interesting.
So Night Manager, check it out. And you've got so much more along the way, and I just want to bring this up just to show how diversified you have created, you have made your career. You've made decisions. Like you've made very strong decisions to take on roles that are complex and tell very human stories, even in the extraordinary. You're now going to be on stage, and you hopped on yesterday in our panel with Charlie Cox, and you are going to be on stage doing Betrayal.
Yes. You've actually just hit on something which I think is something that's unconscious in a way, that I really enjoy playing complex characters because I think we are all complex. And it makes me think of the Walt Whitman poem, where he says, I contain multitudes. I think we all contain many, many different aspects of ourselves. And in playing complex people, it's sort of exploring the complexity that we all share in some way. And Betrayal is no different. It's about a triangle of three very intimate and complex relationships. And it's a masterpiece. It's by Harold Pinter. And in lots of ways, it's about intimacy and the things we do to avoid it, and also the things we do because we crave it and we need it. It's a very deep play. There's a lot going on beneath the surface, and what will be really interesting is excavating that. The things that are not said, the things that are felt inside but are never said. I think there's a tension between the external and the internal. So, and I couldn't be more delighted to be working with Charlie Cox and with Zoe Ashton. There's two really terrific actors and very courageous, and so I think working on this stuff with them will be fascinating.
And it's interesting the way like to embody these. And we were talking about this idea about impersonation versus imitation, and how you're able to embody these kind of characters. Is there one particular character or one particular role that you have played? So, I mean, man, you've played it. Like you've done a lot of heart-wrenching characters. You're doing soul-searching in a lot of ways. Is there one particularly you felt like was most challenging, or you felt like pulled you so far, it was rewarding because it pulled you so far outside of your comfort zone? Do you have a comfort zone?
Yes.
What's that mean?
That's a really good question. About soul searching, I think in a way that's a part of my own soul searching, I guess, is you know, that I get to sync up with these sort of extraordinary minds, like Shakespeare's mind, or the people, some of the characters I played, and you align yourself with them and explore their mind, and it's also a strange parallel. There's a mirror in it somewhere. I say that are the most challenging of the Shakespearean characters because they're so deep, and there's a reason that he's regarded as the greatest writer who ever lived, or wrote in the English language, because the way he externalizes human feeling and human experience into words is without equal. And as an actor, you have to step into the authenticity of what those words are describing. You have to feel it, you have to say it, you have to do it, you have to do it all at the same time. And if you miss it, if you miss your mark, it's really obvious. And so the challenge is to live in these very profound emotions. You know, he writes about life and death, fathers and sons, grief, loss, love, passion, anger. These are the things that make us who we are. And you have to step into those things, commit fully, so that's probably the greatest challenge.
Do you have a favorite Shakespeare play?
It sort of changes. Yeah. Depends on the mood. There is something unique about Hamlet, having played it now. Because it really is, he is, the character is, the more you do that play, you realize the character is trying to understand if there is meaning in the experience of being alive, which is about the biggest question you can ask.
It's pretty big.
But then I also love that I love the comedies. They're so bright, and so light. I haven't done so many comedies. King Lear is very profound, but I'm too young for King Lear. I like watching it.
Well, I think it's time to get some audience questions.
Thank you so much. It's so interesting, those questions. Thanks.
Loki, the necro god.
I already knew you were back there. So if you've been around any point of this weekend, we always want to make sure, since you know Tom's name, so that Tom knows your name. But before we get started, I have a very special request that came in. So we had Eve, who had a audience question for you. Her name is Mariella. She had to go back to DC, but she wanted to know, if you were a kid and you were at Comic-Con, who would be the person you would be most excited to see?
Now or then?
I don't know. You could pick both
So
of
I
their
have
hands.
an answer. I mean, if there were Comic-Cons when I was a kid, it would have been Christopher Reeve as Superman.
This is a solid answer.
Yes. As far as I'm concerned, he started this whole thing. You know, in terms of superheroes in the movies, yeah. I mean, I loved watching those films as a child. So.
Agreed. Those are...
Bad goes DC.
Crossover. Crossover.
So we'll take audience questions.
Story arc, do you believe that, I'm sorry, did you think that maybe the audience could be rooting for this character more than like hating on him?
I think that varies from audience member to audience member. I think, again, it goes back to that first film. He finds out too late that he was adopted and that his real father was his father's mortal sworn enemy. And that is incredibly emotionally destabilizing. And it is a great scene to play. And I think people, for that reason, always understand, like, you know, Loki is a troubled soul and that he is evacuating all his pain onto other people. But they understand where the pain comes from. So there's sort of, you know, there's an empathy there. But plenty of people stop me in the street and say, Loki's a bad guy. You know, he does terrible things. Yeah, I think that first film really humanizes him. And I think makes the rest of the journey interesting because it makes you always think that he could be pulled back, he could be redeemed. And in my opinion, he is redeemed in Infinity.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and keep your eyes out. Check out all the videos, all the interviews and stuff I got. I'm putting them all today. We have Alina, Masquerade, we have Unknown Comics, we have this video, and we will have the special Todd McFarlane video a little later tonight. So, enjoy.